是 Diary of an Awesome Friendly Kid, Ronnie Jefferson's Jr. by Jeff Kenny. I wrote the words and drew the picture all by myself without any help from a grown-up. This one is the Ronnie. Okay, then who is this guy? His name is Gray. He is Ronnie's friend. My first entry. Hi, I'm Ronnie Jefferson, and this is my diary. I hope you like it so far. I decided to start a journal because my best friend Greg has one, and we usually do the same stuff. Oh, yeah, I should make sure that me and Greg are best friends. I'm sure you are probably like, well, tell me more about this Greg guy. But my book isn't about him, it's about me. The reason I called my book Diary of an Awesome Friendly Kid, because that's what my dad is always saying about me. Ronnie, you are an awesome friendly kid. 就是你这孩子真是棒呆了。Like me mentioned already, Greg is my best friend, which makes my dad my second best friend. But I don't tell him that because I don't want to hurt his feelings. We're best friends, right, son? Oh, now that I brush up, my dad should mention he doesn't seem to like Greg all that much. And the reason I guess that feeling is because my dad is always saying I don't like Greg. But that's only because my dad doesn't really get Greg's sense of humor. Right now you are probably thinking, hey Ronnie, I thought this book was supposed to be you. Well, you are right so far. Now I presume there's gonna be a lot more Ronnie here. The first thing you need to know about me is that I live with my mom and daddy in a house at the top of Shirley Street, which is the same street by my best friend Greg lives on. I already talked about my dad, but my mom is pretty good too because she feeds me healthy, good food and helps me keep body clean. Every morning I walk to school with my friend Greg. We usually have a total bed when we are together, but sometimes I do things that annoy him. Stop whistling. But what really gets Greg nervous is when I copy him, so I probably not gonna let him know about this genre because it's just gonna make him mad. Anyway, writing in this book is a lot of work, so that's all I'm gonna do for today. But tomorrow I will put a little more Greg in here because I said we're best friends. My second run. Okay, so bad news. Greg found out about my diary. I guess I felt kind of proud that I had my own journal and I want to show him, but just like I pretend it made him mad. Greg said I totally ripped him off and that he was gonna sue me for stealing his idea. I said, well, go ahead and try because you are not the first person to write in a diary. Then Greg said it was a journal, not a diary. Then he rapped me with my own book. I told Greg if he gonna be jerk, then I wouldn't say nice things about him in my journal. Then I showed him what I worked for so far. At first he seemed annoyed because I always forget to draw notes on people. But then he said my book gave him an idea. Greg said one day he's gonna to be rich and famous and everyone will want to know his whole life story. And he said I could be the one to write it. I said I thought that's what your journal is for, and he said that's his own autobiography, but my book could be his biography. Greg said there are gonna be a lot of biography about him one day, but he gave me the chance to write the first one. I thought that sounded like a good idea because I'm Greg's best friend and no one knows him better than me. So I'm gonna start this book over with a new title, and now the main character is gonna be Greg instead of me. But don't worry, I'm still gonna be in the last two. Diary of Greg Hurley by Greg Hurley's best friend, Ronnie Jefferson. Early life. Most biographies about person and famous people start with characters called early life. Well, the problem is I didn't meet Greg until fourth grade, so I don't know that about what happened to him before then. I was seeing a few photos hanging on the wall in Greg's house, and from that I can tell he was a greater baby, and if he did anything important when he was little, you can really tell from the picture. Anyway, fast forward to right before the start of fourth grade, and now this book is gonna get a lot more detail. We used to live in four different states, but then my dad got a job and we had to move. My family bought a new house at the top of Surrey Street and we moved in over the summer. The first few days I didn't leave the house because I was scared about being in a new place. I know you are probably wondering, well, when is he going to meet Greg? But just wait because I'm getting to that part. My mom said maybe I should try to make some friends, and she even bought me a book called How to Make Friends in a New Place. Help me do it. The books have all kinds of things like knock joke to help a kid like me meet new people. But the trick in the book didn't really work on Greg. Knock knock. Hey, I said knock knock. Did you hear me say knock knock? Mom, there was some weird kid at the door. Luckily, me and Greg become friends anyway. I told Greg I live in a new house at the top of the hill, and that was kind of bad news for me because when our lot was empty, he planted a flag there, so now he owned my house plus everything in it. But later on, my dad told me that wasn't true, and then he went to Greg's house to get my bike back. I'm pretty sure that first time my dad told me what he thought about Greg. I do not like Greg, but I like Greg a lot. He always do horrible things like make me laugh right after I take a big gulp of milk. Plus, Greg is always playing wacky pranks on me, and they usually make me laugh pretty hard too. Haha, I don't get it. So I'll bet you can tell why me and Greg have been best friends since first grade. I even got us a locket to make it official, but Greg said those things are for girls, and that's why he won't wear his hat. Well, I could probably fill up a whole book with all the funny things me and Greg do, but since this is his birthday, I should probably write some stuff about his family. Greg had mom and dad just like I do, but they are pretty recent parents, so I don't have a lot to say about them. But Greg isn't an only child like me. He's got an older brother named Roderick, who has a rock band called Lot Dipper. Some of their songs have swear in them, so my mom and dad once let me be at the Hurley house when Roderick had practice. Greg also had a little brother named Manny, who is only 3 years old, and don't ask me why, but the first time I went to Greg for a play date, Manny randomly pulled down his pants and showed me his hand 屁股。我这里说 bump. Now every time I see Manny, he acts like we have filled this big secret or something, which makes me feel uncomfortable. Anyway, I got this wrap up the first chapter of Greg Berry, and if you are thinking, when are we gonna to the exciting parts? Then just wait. 那今天先到这里。